I was at a singles event last night and a woman asked me a really good question about my permanent fat loss program. She said, do you coach men and women? All right.
Do you coach men and women differently? And surely women need a different approach because of hormones, especially during the menopause.
And I said,
stop calling me Shirley.
no. So my answer was no, not in the way that social media often makes you think and everyone else think. Let me explain this. Men and women do differ in body size, muscle mass, energy requirement, symptoms, medication, sleep, appetite, and individual physiology. That's obviously the case. And menopause is a genuine, often significant hormonal transition and a lifestyle problem for a lot of women. And changes in estrogen can influence body fat distribution, lean mass, sleep, and where fat is more likely to accumulate on the body. But that doesn't mean that women suddenly require a special
Hormonal diet.
as you've unfortunately all been led to believe. The fundamental biology of your fat loss hasn't changed at all through menopause. In fact, to lose body fat, you still need an energy intake that over time is below what your body's using. However, there's no convincing evidence that women need a keto, carnivore, low carb, high carb, or something that's special hormonal balancing diet simply because they're menopausal or having the menopause or having gone through the menopause. HRT is a separate clinical question. It can be very beneficial for appropriate women with menopausal symptoms, but it isn't a fat loss treatment. I talk about it in my free newsletter, so why not sign up and learn some incredible things for free? It literally is like a total of 2 free books. Also, men don't go through an equivalent, universal, abrupt hormonal transition. Testosterone can decline with age, but TRT should be for properly diagnosed hypogonadism and not because a private clinic has convinced every tired 45-year-old man that your testosterone has collapsed. But here's my major point. In Fat Loss SOS, I work brain first and top down. And at the top are your beliefs, values, identity, blind spots, knowledge gaps, self-awareness, self-regulation, thinking patterns, emotional responses, and habits. Underneath that umbrella comes your environment, sleep, social life, pain, training, and recovery. And I teach this using my psychological lifestyle techniques, which are essentially mental algorithms that you apply to yourself and to your lifestyle so that you never need to be fat ever again. Then, much further downstream comes the particular diet that you consume. For example, I look like this, right? And I live off 100% highly processed liquid diet of liquid sugar because I have intestinal failure. I eat no food. Diet still matters biologically. Even Sandra knows that. Follow for brain first evidence-based health skills. Look, you're making her nervous. To work with me on permanent fat loss, rehabilitation, and strength and conditioning, or health skills coaching. Use my link in my profile or video description.
Not yet.